That was a crappy loss for the Magic last night to the Brooklyn Nets.
The play-in game, or not the play-in?
Yeah. Well, the play-in tournament, whatever. It's stupid.
The in-season tournament, yeah.
Stupid crap, whatever. But we got blown out. Paolo and
Did
Franz
we? I thought we lost by close.
We lost by like 20.
Maybe at one point it was close. And then
it was.
Okay.
Those guys had a great first half.
That's what I saw.
Paolo had like 19 in the first half, and he finished with like 19.
That's what I saw. The Magic were up 3 at half, and then obviously, looking at the box score, fourth quarter we got blown out.
But who cares? We went to a game. First game of the season.
We went to a game Friday? No,
Saturday. It was Saturday. We went down, found a bar, watched the FSU game, well, some of it, and
Fuck you, Miami. Which I'll be talking about that.
We'll get to that. And then walked over to the arena, walked to the team shop. A little underwhelmed with the team shop. Was hoping for a little more Stars action apparel, but I still got me a polo because
I told you that polo was nice.
It is. I wore it the next day to go golfing.
Nice.
But no, it was a good time, I think.
I had a blast. I know I was a little worried. Not worried, more so
preoccupied
because I wasn't really worried about the game. You were. I was more concerned with being, if I was wrong, I was gonna get shat on.
Yes.
With the Florida State game. Anyone who didn't know, Florida State game was going on around the same time as the Magic game, so I was kind of focused on the Florida State game with shitty service. Fuck you, T-Mobile. But
we were one quarter in for the FSU game when we got to the arena, right?
No, we're in the second quarter.
We were one quarter in, like the first quarter.
Oh yeah, first quarter was done. We were about to be at halftime. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was close to halftime. That's right.
And yeah, I just had to put the game up because that game just meant so much for Florida State, for me, for us,
for you.
Yeah, for me.
For your dignity.
Yeah, dignity and my takes, and Florida State won, but focus on the Magic. Great game, great atmosphere.
Got to see the Magic beat the Bucks. I mean, that's a good win, even without Dame.
I would say it sucks because Damian Lillard was not playing because of a calf injury or quote-unquote injury. But
still got to see him sitting there.
Yeah, we got to see him in his hoodie. And we saw Giannis miss multiple free throws, except in the fourth quarter when we needed him to miss free throws.
Multiple. I want to say like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was terrible from the stripe. The whole team was terrible from the stripe. I'm pretty sure they ended up shooting sub 50%, but of course they don't miss 2 in a row in the fourth quarter, so we don't get free Chick-fil-A. But still, very cool to see. The final in that one was 112-97. I think the only time we trailed was when it was like 5-1.
I'm pretty sure they took the lead 3-0. And I remember right before I told you this is going to be a campaign game, and me and you just looked at each other like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, here we go. The beginning of the game, it was 3-1. I think they had it. Okay, they had it at 20. No, they still didn't have the lead there. Yeah, I think that was the last time. The closest they got was 32-29, and then we just opened it up. I mean, at one point it was 84-67. Like we were clapping them cheeks.
And you told me not to place a bet on the Magic to win.
Because as soon as you did, it would have been jinxed.
Yeah, I lost money on the Florida State spread, but it's okay because I mean, I get where you're coming from. I would have probably. I'm glad I did not bet and watch the game, but it would have been so much more sweeter if I did bet and the Magic did win. Because
absolutely. We got another game. But
that's usually not how gambling works. So.
True. December 11th is our next game. That is the
one that me and Keith are going to go to. Sorry.
Yeah. Cavs
is
December 11th, so we'll talk a little bit about that later. I might talk a little more about the Magic next week since you'll be out of town.
Yes, I will be out of town. It might be a solo episode just with Keith. Depends on Skylar's schedule, but I will not be able to record next week.
Yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Episode 101 of Dimes on Duval, presented by Nerdy Nuts. He is Mike Yazji. I am Keith Manzi. Skylar, it is been raining all day today, is pretty booked up at Coastal, so he will not be joining us tonight, unfortunately. We've got some Magic talk completed. Boom. Jaguars are up next, unfortunately. FSU is after that, and then we're going to go with a little local update to end things. So let's not waste any of your time. The Jacksonville Jaguars get absolutely pummeled by the San Francisco 49ers, 34-3. Now, Mike, I did not watch a single down of this game.
I praise you.
But that's 2 games I've watched where we've lost. I didn't watch a single down of the Texans game and we lost. Didn't watch a single down of this one and we lost. So I think I need to make sure I'm attentive and ready to go. I was on the golf course, so my friend Tyler, who was out there with me, he put it on Red Zone. So like I saw a little bit, but you know how Red Zone is. They're only showing the low lights
touchdowns.
For us. Yeah.
And also, granted, the Jaguars were driving one drive, and then Christian Kirk fucking fumbled.
Yeah. So just as a outsider, I haven't even read really much about the game. The one thing I will point out is the 49ers look like Super Bowl contenders.
It's crazy how the NFL works. After 3 weeks of losing, everyone was like questioning the Niners and questioning Brock Purdy, and now they're Super Bowl contenders. It's just crazy how the media works.
Well, and that's the thing. Their 3 losses in a row only have them at, well, now after this one, at 6-3, the same record as us. They look way more damn prepared than we do. So, give me your straight up show, Mike's Mad Minute, whatever you want to call it. Just give it to me. Lay it on me.
Not one single player played well. Not one. The offense was a joke from the jump.
Yeah.
The first 3 plays were rough. And on third down, Trevor Lawrence looks to the right, gets sacked. Literally not even 2 seconds of time gets sacked.
The beginning of the game?
Very beginning of the game. What were the first 3 plays?
First down and 10, Trevor Lawrence pass incomplete short right.
Yep.
Second and 10, Trevor Lawrence pass short left to Tim Jones.
Yep, Tim Jones got the first ball of the game.
Yep.
And then he got sacked for 6-yard loss, 7-yard loss.
Yeah, that was a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5, Trevor Lawrence sacked at Jacksonville 24 for -6 yards.
Yep. So that I kid you not, as soon as that play happened, I literally told my friend Mike, who I was with a bunch of others in Terrace Suites,
yep,
this is gonna be a long day. He said, no, bro, it's still. I'm like, it's gonna be a long day.
Well, you go 3 plays, -1 yards. They go 4 for 57 and a tutty. 3 -5 and a punt.
We had 3 or 4 straight 3-and-outs.
3. We had 6 plays on the next drive. I don't know. Let's see how we got the first down. ETN. No, Tim Jones got a 12-yard gain for first down. But 6, 4, and then 14, 80 yards. That was our field goal. But other than that, I personally think it was a bad day at the office. I don't know what is going on with this offense. This offense, all this hype, expectations going into the year, has been just far from it. Christian Kirk is our most consistent player. 6 receptions for over 100 yards.
And even then, he fumbles the ball.
Yep.
In the red zone. And we lost.
On the 5-yard line, right?
About 10-yard line or so. But yeah, we got our ass handed to us. Turnover battle, I think they won 4-0.
Oh, God.
I think it was 4-0.
Turnovers 4-0. Yeah, 2 fumbles lost, 2 interceptions thrown.
Yeah. So
interceptions, Trevor's fault, not Trevor's fault.
Honestly, I don't even remember. I really do not remember. It was so bad. Like this game, I just don't. I don't know.
I'm looking at the interceptions just to see if it jogs anything. It's the first drive of the second quarter for us. They went 2 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that was the I believe the Kittle play. Did Kittle score in that touchdown?
Yes, 66 yards.
Yep,
yeah,
that was annoying too.
Trevor Lawrence passed short left intended for Tank Bigsby.
Oh yeah, that one went through Tank Bigsby's hands and went right to the DB. And then 2 plays later, Kittle scored a touchdown.
Whether you think plays is a factor in that one?
Bro, Bigsby just sucks. I cannot believe I thought he had a shot of maybe taking over the role. He is ass. By the way, I saw a post the other day. The 2023 draft is actually going to be one of the worst drafts we've ever had.
Oh, so like our draft picks, the Jaguars specifically?
This past draft. Someone made a screenshot.
Let's see. Anton Harrison.
We don't know. Still rookie.
Brenton
the verdict.
Strange.
Okay, whatever.
Tank.
Trash.
Ventrell Miller's out for the
season.
season.
He's a Gator.
Tyler Lacey. Yasir Abdullah.
He could be
Antonio Johnson, Parker Washington, and then everybody else. Cooper Hodges.
No, it's just a bad. Yeah. This team is not. Jaguars are not. There's a very good shot if they don't win the next 2 games,
which are the Titans and the Texans.
They're not making the playoffs. I'm telling you, this game was a little concerning. We got outplayed, executed.
Yeah.
Outcoached.
Yeah.
Everything was just a disaster from The first snap to the last snap. We scored 3 fucking points.
Off a bye week, mind you. We had an entire week off to prepare for this. Yeah. So this isn't... Go ahead.
Against the 2 best teams in our schedule, we have not scored a touchdown. The Chiefs
9 points.
And the Niners.
3 points.
And some will say the Bills. Yeah, Bills are frauds, by the way. They lost to the fucking Broncos 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They're a joke, too. They're not making the playoffs. I'm marking this right now. Write it down. Bills are not making the playoffs this year.
Oh, boy. All right, let me get the book.
The Bills will not make the playoffs in 2023. The Jaguars better win Sunday against the Titans.
Somebody said spot the difference, and they put a picture of Josh Allen's and Blake Bortles next to each other.
Oh, my gosh.
Bills do not make playoffs.
Who have the Jaguars beaten that has been good?
Right here. Tell me if you think any of those teams are good. Steelers are 6-3, but they have one of the worst offenses and defenses in the league.
If we played the Steelers again in the playoffs, we would beat them.
We would beat them?
We would.
Okay.
Colts are decent, but we beat them twice. Falcons are ass. I'm sorry.
No, they are. I mean, coaching is just crippling them there.
Arthur Smith can go fuck himself.
They need to go get Ken Dorsey.
Who just got fired, by the way.
That's why I said that.
Oh, I don't think
like as a coordinator?
As a coordinator, they just want a head coach.
No.
He won't go to head coach. And the Saints, who right now might have a quarterback controversy going into the bye week, who might fire their head coach on this week, which I've not seen yet. I would be shocked if they did, but they should fire Dennis Allen.
Wait, who?
Saints.
Oh. Yikes.
Jameis Winston looks better, but too bad he also throws picks. But
oh, wait, I gotta say this is Mike.
So, yeah, Jags were just a complete disaster. And I guess the only bright spot, and shout out to my cousin Andrew. I mean, this was an NFC game, so it may not impact us playoff standings. But that's literally the only bright spot, and even then, I still don't know if it's going to work out in our favor because other AFC teams, I believe, play the Niners. I know the Bengals played them. The Bengals beat them.
Yeah.
I don't know who else the Niners have off the top of my head, but I just remember the Bengals
Were they missing Trent Williams?
Nope.
And
everyone was healthy.
Everyone was healthy? Okay.
Which is also very concerning because, okay, I listened to Jaguars Happy Hour yesterday, the rerun from Monday. And Pete Briscoe and Tony Baselli bring up a good point. Can you name me a top 5 player at their position on the Jaguars?
No.
They said you can make one argument be for one person.
McManus?
No.
I thought
ETN. You can make an argument for ETN as a top 5 running back in the NFL. On the San Francisco 49ers.
Aluakin?
Maybe, but
maybe
they didn't count him.
Just an argument. I mean, but still, just because he tackles.
But they said multiple. They said at least 5 players, 6 players. Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. You got Nick Bosa. That's
Fred
4
Warner.
right there. Fred Warner's 5.
Yeah.
Like that's just 5, and that's not even including all the players they've drafted. I don't even remember all the names, but like, come on, man.
We lost to Tayshaun Gibson. Ugh.
Yeah, and thank God we played Tennessee this week. I think the Jaguars will win this week, but man.
So this isn't a red flag. This is more of just a red flag, not a sound the alarms. We're fucked.
I think it's a red flag. Like Jaguars are not as good as we thought they were. They might make the playoffs, may win one game. Maybe they get lucky against 2. But they're not going to the Super Bowl. I don't see them going that far. They have got to go against the Chiefs again, potentially.
Yeah.
They've got to go against the Dolphins, who I think are frauds, but still. They got to go against the Bengals. Okay, this is also another thing. You lose to the Niners like that, how are you going to do against a better offense? Or good offense like in Cincinnati and Baltimore? We play them in a few weeks at home, granted at home, but still.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what the hell? Everbank Stadium is now like, we can't win? We can't win at home? We used to be, when you play at home.
Lock down the bank.
That was in 2017, that was our saving moment. We were, I believe, had 1 loss at home, I think, in 2017. I'm pulling it up right now.
Now you're good. And this year, I mean.
Like, okay, we beat the Titans at home. I'm pulling up everything, actually. Why not?
Yeah, lose to the Chiefs at home, lose to the Texans, lose to the Niners at home.
Lost to the Texans on the road, lost to the Titans at home, whatever. We beat the Ravens was London. Steelers lost to the Rams actually at home. Oh shit, maybe not. Okay, we beat the Bengals at home. We beat the Chargers at home.
I appreciate
We beat the Colts at home. We beat the Seahawks at home. We beat the Texans at home. 5 wins. 5 out of 8 or 7 really, because if you don't count London.
So you got Titans, Bengals, Ravens, Panthers still at home. You're beating the Panthers. You should beat the Titans.
Are we? Nothing made me confident about that. I'm
You
dead.
think we have a better chance of beating the Titans than the Panthers?
No, but I'm just saying you don't know what's going to happen. Panthers actually been playing pretty decent defense. Offense is a joke, but defense is a problem.
Well, okay, so in this game, was the defense bad or were they just on the field too much?
No one played well. Purdy had all. He keeps coming off on the microphone, so I apologize. But
You're fine. You're fine.
Purdy dominated us. McCaffrey didn't even score a touchdown. That's how bad it was. Everyone else scored.
Yeah.
The
3 TDs.
defense just did not look like they knew what the hell they were doing.
Lucan had 2 sacks, but yeah, I think I looked at the stats. Trayvon Walker, you want to know what his stats were?
He had what, sack?
No.
I don't know.
He had 1 pass deflection and hit the QB twice. He had no tackles.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really. Man, fuck this team. This team is just like.
That's our number 1 pick there, with not a single tackle.
Yeah,
not even a half a
also,
tackle.
Fuck Josh Allen. I don't know if you saw what he posted today.
No.
I mean, it's a good thing. Obviously, she's gonna show us stats, but dude, there's a time and a place. He took it down. Actually, he took it down.
What was it regarding?
Or maybe it was how it was 23 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I see it, and I thought it was Josh Allen. It was literally showing how good of a performance he had this past Sunday.
How good of a performance he had?
Yes. He had
tackles.
He had 5 pressures or some shit like that. I don't know what the exact stat was, but
1 QB hit. I mean, that's all ESPN shows, but 1 QB hit 3 tackles.
Yeah, I don't know. He had 5 pressures and a rating of I don't know what the hell the rating was.
And who was he? You said she was it Mia or something?
No, it was him. He just posted a screenshot from the
okay.
page. Actually, let me see if I can go on my Instagram and see if I can. I gotta find it, but yeah, no, that was pretty bad. Well, I thought that I was like, why is he posting this?
Speaking of bad, while we're on the topic of the Jaguars and bad things, Zay Jones being charged with misdemeanor domestic battery.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna be very
innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
This is what it says here. Before you get into that, Duraco says. He was arrested Monday and charged with misdemeanor domestic battery after an argument with the mother of his child, allegedly resulting in an injury to her neck. They were called to the apartment at 2:20 p.m. on Monday, where she said she was visiting Jones and their child. Per the arrest report, the woman said Jones became upset because she was planning on taking their child back to Orlando after the two argued. And he was released on bail after that.
And apparently, I was just texting Skylar what his thoughts were, but did you say that it just was him snatching a necklace?
I didn't say any of that. No,
okay,
the deputy report says observed several small scratches on the victim's neck, consistent with the marks from a fingernail.
Yeah, so it could be, and people were just making that accusation or assumption that Zay Jones just was grabbing a necklace from her neck. And it led to a scratch and led to the call and just he'll be fine. I don't think he's going to be suspended or anything. He might be.
Well, it's not like he's been playing anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Just not a good look, for PR's
By the way,
sake.
do you remember Zay Jones' story? When you hear, okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I remember in 2018, Zay Jones had an issue when he was in Buffalo. Where this is all out there, so you can look up Zay Jones 2018 Buffalo incident, but he just had an incident where he, I guess, was maybe on drugs or something. I don't know if it was drugs or that I know he ran across a hotel room or a hotel floor butt naked, and I want to be with Jesus is what he said, and debated jumping off the 30th floor of a hotel, which I forgot. I guess hotels had open windows or something. I don't know how. but he jumped off the 30th. He was about to jump off 30th floor, and luckily his brother and law enforcement prevented him from falling. So he's at. I mean, it seemed like he was in a good place, and hopefully he is. Just had a lapse in judgment, but. I love Zay. I think he's a very nice guy from what I've seen on social media. People have been posting about him like this is not normal. So hopefully it works out for Zay. And that that picture of him in court looked very sad.
Yeah,
like he looks like he regrets it, obviously. So I don't know. I'm not gonna make comments on that situation because obviously it's an open legal matter. But like, I feel bad for Zay Jones. Hopefully he gets out of it. And if he did actually hurt the lady, then he can get cut for all I care.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you get punished for doing the crime for sure. But if he's innocent, well, so be it. But
yeah, he was practicing today, so
yeah. So looking through the text, since you're talking about Skyler, we asked him for any thoughts since he wouldn't be able to be on. He says everything was shit from the Gators to the Jags. LMAO. Put it in quotations.
Well, I don't know that part, but
he wants Billy gone.
Which let's transition to
let's do it. You want to go to the Gators real quick?
Yeah, we'll go Gators because this ties to Florida State as well.
All right, let me pull up the Gators real quick. So, their last game was what? Who did they play?
Just now, LSU.
LSU. Oh yeah.
700
what an offensive
yards.
That was insane.
700 yards is what Florida allowed to LSU.
Yeah, setting some SEC records was Jaden Daniels or Jaden.
Why am I not pulling up the game on this app?
It's taking me forever to pull it up here. So yeah, looking at Jaden Daniels, 17 of 26 for 372 yards, 3 tutties, 12 carries for 234 yards and 2 TDs, 606 total yards for Jaden Daniels himself. First quarterback in FBS history to have at least 350 yards passing and 200 yards rushing in a game.
You know what's going to be nice about this game?
What is going to be nice about this game?
If Jaden Daniels does win the Heisman Trophy, which there's a very good shot he's going to win. You know what highlight reel they're going to show? This one. You know who this reminds me of when they won the Heisman Trophy?
Who?
Lamar Jackson. And you know what highlight reel they showed nonstop?
FSU?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is payback. So I hope Jaden Daniels does win the Heisman just because I want to see Gators get ran all over. Because what the hell was that? We were driving back from the game on Saturday.
Right. We were in the car together listening.
We just hear touchdown. We're like, what the fuck?
35 points for Florida. I'm pretty sure that's besides like cupcake games.
I'm pretty sure
that
may be their highest
season.
Their season, yeah.
Yeah, McNeese, they put up 49, but other than that, yeah, they haven't eclipsed. Oh, okay, they put up 38 against Vanderbilt, but yeah, and 41 against South Carolina. So they've actually scored some points this season.
Yeah, but notice the teams they're putting it against.
Yes, but I mean, they also gave up 39 to South Carolina.
And what did they give up to LSU real quick again?
52.
Oh, 50 burger.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Florida. And on top of that, Skyler mentioned in the group chat that Billy's losing recruits.
Yeah, they just lost somebody today. Maybe
they're losing recruits, and it is wonderful to see because they are literally hoping that Billy Napier can keep the top 5 class in the recruiting rankings. And I'm looking right now.
They lost 3 recruits in his 24 class.
Yeah, man.
Wow. The trio flip started during the loss to LSU.
No, they are losing recruits and bad.
Top 100 4-star edge rusher DeMonta Waller flipped his commitment from UF to Auburn.
So going into Saturday.
I should laugh. We went through this crap too. But
no, I'm sorry. No, we don't lose recruits. Actually, we did. Going into Saturday, they were number 3 in the country. Post Saturday, and I'm talking about Saturday night, Sunday morning, they fell to number 4. As of Wednesday night, November 15th, recording, guess what Florida is ranked nationwide in 24/7 sports recruiting?
10th.
No, not that low.
Darn.
They fell to 5th. And they're about to fall to number 6 probably. So, yep. sorry, Gator fans. Your literally pride and joy of this offseason was getting a top 5 recruiting class, and you're about to lose that.
And Skyler makes a good point here. He said the only defense people had for Billy was wait until he gets his players. But now we're in a spot where he may not even get his players. Because that's something you hear a lot is, well, he doesn't have his guys yet. He's a good recruiter. He's going to get his guys, and they'll be fine. If he can't get his guys, they're screwed. Nasir Johnson flipped from Florida to Georgia. They lost 4-star cornerback Wardell Mack from
I'll tell you who they lost
them to Texas as well.
I'll tell you who they just lost. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up Swamp 24/7 or 247.
And they could lose another one, Amaris Williams. He might go to Ohio State. So, what?
All right,
you
so
say
they
you're
lost
looking it
top
up?
247 defensive lineman Nasir Johnson. He flipped to Georgia.
Yeah,
You said that. I think you did, right?
yeah. I said those three. The one to Texas as well, and one to Auburn as well.
Yep, flipped a 5-star edge. I'm sorry, this is kind of hilarious because just the fact that Gator fans, not saying Skyler, but like Gator fans who follow recruiting nonstop is literally we're praising the fact that he had a top 3 recruiting class behind Alabama and Georgia, and look what happens now when you start losing. This is exactly what happened in Tallahassee with Norvell. Napier is on the hot seat going into 2024. I think he's going to get another year. If he loses,
he has to.
If he loses his job after this, it is comical, and Florida's about to fall into irrelevancy, just like the Hurricanes, which we'll talk about that in a minute.
That's next. That plate is getting hot. I know.
Yes. So I am so happy to hear Florida losing recruits. Florida State is just jumped them now. Florida State is number 3, by the way. So
yes, we are.
Fuck Florida and fuck everything about that university.
Last point about Florida, he sent us a screenshot. It says, this season, the Gators defense has allowed the most rushing yards in Kentucky history. Longest rushing TD by a LSU QB. First ever 350, 200 rushing yards rushing by a QB. First 40-point game ever for Georgia against us in forever. First ever win for Arkansas in the Swamp. The defense has been bad, and Florida State is going to need to take advantage of that. I want to see Florida State come out first drive, throwing the ball down the field, unlike they've been doing so far. So let's go ahead and switch over there. 27-20 is your final against Miami.
I just killed a spider.
Oh, thanks, buddy. 10-10 was the halftime score. It just never looked like Florida State wanted to come out and dominate that game. Yes, we won the game. They just never looked like they wanted to just pull away.
I don't think they cared as much about style points. They just want to get the win.
Like I think they should care about style points.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I believe. Let's just put this out on the line real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to address these Miami fans. I think they actually had a shot at winning this game.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Your quarterback, granted, he did get hurt, and I feel bad for the kid. He broke his arm, and they put him in an air cast.
That was a tough
He played his ass off. So
Yeah.
he could be very good in the next few years. Freshman,
right?
True freshman. Yep. He actually grew up in nearby, not Jacksonville, but nearby Tallahassee, in Milton, Florida. So Emory Williams completed, before getting hurt, 8 of 23 passes, 175 yards. He had one play that was 85 yards, and that was because of a freak defensive lapse in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
So take away those 85 yards, he had 95 yards passing through 3.5 quarters. Are you kidding me? In what world did you think you're going to win a game? Miami's best player was on offense, and I fucking hated him when he got the ball. Jacoby George is going to be a problem.
Receiver, yeah.
Granted, he's a junior, so I hope he's gone. Go to the NFL. Go make some money. I think he made some money on this game. I'm not going to lie. But Miami. You guys are a joke of a program. And I'm sorry, you knew this was coming. Because how the hell do you get hyped up for your Super Bowl every year against Florida State? You got boat raced last year at home 45-3. You really should have been blown out Saturday night against the Knowles. Florida State, I feel like, didn't give a full effort, which is fine. They got the job done, whatever. But honestly, they got some bad bounces and some bad luck, really. Like I said, the safety play.
Hey, there was a safety that wasn't called because there was
I'm
holding
talking
in
about
the
the
end
safety,
zone.
like the actual football position safety.
Oh.
When he
my
tried
bad.
to light up the receiver or go play on the ball, just missed completely, whiffed, and just led to that touchdown. Like I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, that was brutal.
But like, yes, Florida State got one call against them. Honestly, the ACC officiating is garbage to begin with, so we shouldn't just count on officials.
Well, that's every. Yeah, I was gonna say that's every.
Because there was
ACC
holding
game.
calls they did not call. They did not call a defensive holding on Keon Coleman's touchdown, by the way. That was a complete hold. But I just want to touch on this on with Miami fans. And I'm all over the place with Miami because Miami just like pisses me off. How that was a voice crack. How bad of a program do you have to be to advertise or have the city of Coral Gables advertise buy one, get 2 tickets against Louisville? And on top of that, the photo that you used is of Tyler Van Dyke getting sacked or about to get sacked with a clear holding by your offensive lineman, and on top of it with 20 fans in the stands. Your program is poverty. It is a joke, and I cannot wait to own this rivalry again with Miami. And Keith's pulling up this photo.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
No, type in
Let's see if it's on Reddit. Dang. Keep going. I'll just keep looking.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, Miami, you're a joke. Fuck you. I honestly hope you beat Louisville this week. That'd be hilarious because we play Louisville in the ACC championship game, I believe, with a win. If Louisville beats Miami,
Right.
So
right.
Miami's about to let Florida State down once again. But yeah,
It was on X or Twitter.
yeah, Twitter, City of Coral Gables. Just type that in,
Oh.
or I quote tweeted, I think,
Oh, you did?
or retweeted it, one of the two. But
Let's make sure it's not here.
it's not from the official account. City of Coral Gables.
I got you. You're gonna be easier to find.
Yeah. But yeah, Miami, you're a joke, and Mario Cristobal, you are going in the hot seat into 2024. It is so fucking nice. Oh, Keith pulled it up, and now he's laughing.
He's hugging him.
It's a clear hold, bro. It's a clear hold. And please retweet it from the Dimes on Duval account.
I will.
Because we are retweeting it right now. But, oh my God, Miami, you are a joke, and it's hilarious, and I hope you keep Cristobal. Extend him. I don't give a shit. He's a terrible in-game coach. Great recruiter, but my God. Yeah, we won, and I don't give a shit. My profile picture is literally Jermaine Johnson, or not my profile picture, I'm sorry. The cover photo doing the upside down U, because fuck the U, and you have not been relevant since we were in fucking diapers. I'm over Miami. See you next year, bitches.
What we're talking about right now on the pod. LOL. No, LOL. I'm just posting that bitch. That is so sad. Anyway, somebody put poverty in the comments and put their logo
They
next
are
to it.
fucking poverty.
They are. They are not good. I will say though, Florida State has the North Alabama 3-7 on the year. We should beat them. I want to see them get style points in this game.
I don't think it matters. I think we're gonna fall to number 5 after next week. Which we need to talk about the playoff ranking now because Florida and Miami are irrelevant going forward. Florida's not gonna make it a bowl. It's gonna be hilarious.
Stop.
Which I'm annoyed because like the Florida game is a 7 p.m. kickoff now.
Yes, it is.
I fucking hate playing in the swamp under the lights.
I do.
I hate it.
I do too.
That's 4 night games in a row now. Well, 3, because this week's it's at 7:30. Next week's against Florida at 7 o'clock, and the ACC championship game is at 8 p.m.
Charlotte, baby. Anyway, yeah, so playoffs. Georgia jumps Ohio State.
Which they should.
Michigan is 3. We are 4. Washington, Oregon, Texas, Alabama stay.
That's all you need to say right there. That's the cutoff,
Yeah.
I think.
It is. Missouri, no.
Unless Louisville somehow wins out and they beat Florida State, they might make an argument, but Louisville's schedule is a joke.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
This is what's going to happen. If Florida State wins out, they are making the playoff. I don't care what anyone says. They are not leaving a undefeated conference champion out unless that conference champion's like AAC, MAC,
James Madison. Oh,
yeah.
wait, did they lose?
No, they're not even in. No, they're not in the rankings.
Oh,
College
that's
football
right.
playoff don't
They're-
recognize them because
yeah.
they're fucking bitches. Because they're
Oh,
not
I thought
NCAA.
it was because they're
They're not eligible. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why.
eligibility. Sunbelt, baby.
If Florida State wins out, they are in the playoff. I don't care what anyone says. There's no way they leave them out. A very popular argument is like, What if Georgia loses to Alabama? That's 2 one-loss teams. Texas wins the Big 12, one-loss team. Oregon beats Washington. That's another 2 one-loss teams. Michigan, Ohio State. One of them is a one-loss team. You're going to kick Florida State out? No. You don't kick out an undefeated team for a one-loss team. I don't care who you say. Like, you lost a game, you should get penalized.
Yeah.
And I'll say this if Florida State loses. Florida State loses, they're not making the playoff. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely not. No
I'll
way.
tell you
in
that right
hell.
now. No way.
No way.
So right now, Florida State wins out there in the playoff. They beat North Alabama. They beat Florida. They beat, more than likely, Louisville. They are in the playoff. And it'll be a relaxing Sunday, December 3rd. It's just a matter of what number we are and who do we play. I truly hope Georgia beats Alabama. I'm sorry, Bama beats Georgia.
Why?
Georgia will not make the playoff.
Why?
Their schedule's been a joke.
True.
Their schedule's a joke minus the last 2 weeks. If Alabama beats Georgia, I do not see how Georgia gets in. And Keith is going back to the book because I think he said the same
What
thing.
did I say? I want to see exactly what I said before. I think I said, is it not in here? Oh, UGA will not be in the college football playoff final.
What? Oh, final?
Oh. Scratch that out.
I don't think you said final either.
Yeah, next year. Yeah. I think I meant like the Final Four or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, college football playoff. That was on 1/11/23. Speaking of which, let's look real quick back at our
Top four.
Top four. Mike, you have FSU, UGA, USC. Ouch. Penn State.
I had USC in there?
Yes, you did.
Are you sure it was in Schuyler? I thought it was Washington. Are you sure?
M. You are M, right?
Yes.
FSU, UGA, USC, Penn State.
Why the fuck would I have USC? No.
I promise, dude. It says it right here, USC. Unless you meant South Carolina.
No,
I don't think so.
I thought we changed it. I put Washington.
Not on 1/4/23. Maybe later on you did.
I think we did. Is there another updated one? Because I know for a fact I did not put USC. I think I changed it because I think I put Washington.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me look at the 8/21/23.
That's the okay. I was going to say
FSU, UGA, Ohio State, Washington.
Yes, I know for a fact I did not put USC.
Schuyler had USC, Bama, Michigan, Texas.
3 out of 4 looks good for Schuyler.
Yeah, Texas is still 7. They're only a one-loss team. I keep forgetting about that. I have FSU, UGA, Michigan, and Penn State, which I think is hilarious that I have UGA in there when I picked them.
Well, you're just making a prediction compared to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I still think Florida State, they went out there in. Simple as that. But the playoff, they will drop Florida State to 5 next week, I think.
So regardless of, you're talking about one-loss teams. I mean, Ohio State or Michigan is going to have a loss.
Yes, and the loser will be out of the playoff.
Okay.
I don't see 2 Big Ten teams making it unless Georgia somehow loses this week to Tennessee and Georgia Tech or Bama.
Yeah.
And then I don't see. I think it's only 1 Big Ten team.
Ohio State has Minnesota. That's going to be fine. Maryland for Michigan. Washington has Oregon State and Washington State.
That's going to be a good one. That right there. Washington, Oregon State. If Washington loses to Oregon State, Florida State
That's
is.
Uyunglele,
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. So, and it's in Corvallis. So, if Washington loses to Oregon State, that just opens the door up for Oregon. Washington will be done from the playoff. And that leaves Oregon at number 5, and they'll put Florida State over Oregon because of the undefeated factor. And then we'll be rooting heavy for Washington.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we got to root for Washington, and that's it. In that case.
Yeah, but if Ohio State loses to Michigan, they'll fall to 4. Or if they lose to Ohio State, Michigan will fall to 5. Like, it's just a matter of if Florida State wins out, they are in. I would be shocked if they don't make it.
And nothing's changed for you. You still feel like we have the best shot against Ohio State of the 4 teams,
yes,
or 3 teams.
Yes,
that aren't.
We would get smacked by Georgia. And we would probably get smacked by Michigan.
I agree.
Well, 2 touchdown loss probably, not like 5 touchdowns like TCU had against Georgia, but I don't think it'd be like that. But I do believe it'd be like, I don't see Florida State. Like, if you're telling me Florida State or Georgia 12-point spread, I'm taking Georgia. I hope I'm wrong because I'd love to see Florida State beat them. But
for sure. Oh, and Liberty's undefeated too. Still, fuck them.
Liberty?
Racist. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, okay. Well, that's some college football. You want to finish finish up? Put a bow on this bad boy? We're at 40 minutes. Heck yeah. And I know you said you have places to be. So let's talk about the Armada real quick. We haven't talked about them maybe ever on this podcast.
I think ever since we got the team, maybe. Who knows? I
Excuse
love
me.
seeing trash on your screen right now.
Yeah, I know. I still have the
I need to save that picture.
Miami. Yeah,
Who
it'll be
tweeted
there.
it? Who tweeted it?
It was the real DBU.
Got it.
Or Florida State 247. Anyway, the Jacksonville Armada are going to be joining the MLS Next Pro. Have you ever heard of the Next Pro?
No.
So basically, looking through the teams, it's basically the teams that already have MLS teams, but they have a 2 after it. So you got the New York Red Bulls 2, New York City FC 2, New England Revolution 2, and so on and so forth. The Armada are going to be joining with a new stadium in 2025, along with Cleveland Pro Soccer, which is conveniently in Cleveland, Ohio. What a shocker! And they are going to be a part of this league that was just incepted in 2022. So it's very young, but they are a part of the CONCACAF, and there's 27 teams right now. So it's going to be really cool to see the Armada take that step, because they've gone through a lot of issues, and it's always good to see them succeed, because they are a part of Jacksonville. And they're building the stadium, which I mentioned, in the heart of the east side. So you know where the, I think it's like XX or something is, way out there past the fairgrounds. I don't think you ever park over that way.
No.
It's closer if you were like, you go to the arena and you walk under the bridge over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's past that. So they're going to build the arena there, or stadium there, I should say. And it's not going to be only a home for the Armada, but a symbol of unity and progress for the entire city. Whatever. Robert Palmer is still the owner of Jacksonville Armada, which I had no idea. Robert Palmer and his commercials. I don't know if you ever... I used to watch those commercials all the time watching Magic games back in the day. But anyway, I digress there. But it's great to see good things happening to the Armada. They are going to hopefully be a success in this league. And the stadium hopefully will look really nice. Maybe we can get some other events happening there. It's pretty small, so I don't know if you saw it, but let me show you.
I saw
real
the
quick.
I think it was a 3D visual, not 3D, but like
Yeah, it's this one right here. This is what you saw.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't look very huge.
It looks if it's about 4,000.
5,000 is what it's going to see.
Yeah.
It's cool, though. I mean, it's simple. We don't need anything crazy. They don't have to play at the baseball grounds. You know, I think that's the important thing.
And if you get some people going, it's great. So.
Yeah, so you can see the stadium in the background there with the old Jaguars logo on it, which is kind of funny to me.
Do you see the person laid out on the ground right now?
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for the yellow card to come out for that. I like how they did that, though. And it's not an Armada guy. It's somebody on a different team. But, yeah, so congrats to the Armada. Happy for them. They are going to be hopefully a success for the city for a long time to come. And last but not least, you know we got to talk about it. Nerdy Nuts, bad boy.
No, baby.
Nerdy Nuts. What do we got flavor-wise? Oh, my goodness. They just released or re-released all of the top flavors. But since we are recording a little late, later than usual, we don't have all of the beautiful flavors. But right now, they have... Gosh, what's not sold out? All of these are sold out. That's why... no one's been using our promo code right
That's
now.
why we record on Mondays, because we get the fresh updates.
Yeah, we've got... Oh my gosh, their entire website is sold out, dude. Good for them. And thank you to everyone that has used our promo code DIMES10 to get 10% off your purchase. We are killing it in the sales. So whoever you are, we are very appreciative of you. But dude, yeah, I'm scrolling. I don't see anything that is not sold out. So they'll restock. They dropped the flavors on Sunday night. They announced the flavors on Wednesday night. So be on the lookout for those. I have my Snickerdoodle almond butter waiting in the other room for me to try. I just have to... Oh, I got to buy some more apples. That's why. I was like, why haven't I tried it yet? I want to get some apples and pig out on that. But That's going to do it for our episode tonight. Let's see what we're sitting at here. 45 minutes? Heck yeah. That's a good time. So I'm on vacation next week, but I'm at staycation. You were on vacation.
Not really.
You were well, okay. You're not going
I'm
to
not
be
going
in
to be in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville for Thanksgiving, correct.
I mean, it's technically
I'm still working, so no.
Oh, you're still working.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Never mind. Well, enjoy your Thanksgiving then.
Yes,
since
I
won't
want to see you then. And everyone, I don't know if we'll record next. Well, maybe Keith will record something next week.
I might throw up something. Maybe
Yeah.
something short, kind of like what you did.
If not, it's a happy Thanksgiving from me to everyone who listens. And obviously my co-host here.
Appreciate you.
And,
Same to you.
Definitely interested to see how the Jaguars do this upcoming week. Florida State should win. Florida will probably lose to Missouri. So, yeah, it's a good weekend.
Still fighting for that bowl eligibility, baby.
Yep, I wish Miami had lost just a little bit more. But I have a great stat here coming up. I'll end the show with a note on Mike Norvell here. So.
All right. Well, for episode 101, he is Mike Yazji. I am Keith Manzi signing out. Thank you for listening, and we will catch you next time.
Did you know Mike Norvell has more 10-win seasons at Florida State than the Miami Hurricanes have had in the last 20 years combined, dating back to 2003 when they won the national championship. I'm sorry, they did not win the national championship, but you know what? They can keep dreaming. So, yeah, their last 10-win season was 2017 with Mark Richt as their head coach, who, ironically, is a Florida State assistant, or was an assistant for us.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
kind of funny.
Sucks to be you.
Literally, Mike Norvell owns your asses.